So I'm Russ, this is Kristen, we're from Sold Out Music. We've been fans of you guys for fucking ever. We saw you guys at Glasslands, wrote 3 pages worth of stuff on it.
Alright, so let's start off with, you guys came here to play.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you want to see, or are you not really interested in that shit?
We're interested in seeing other musicians. We just don't really know of any here.
So
we
you're looking...
we don't really listen to new bands.
I don't really even know who's at the festival.
Yeah, so we just don't know.
Yeah, well, when I first made my schedule, I was like that too, so I understand.
So who...
Oh, Bone Thugs are playing though at a venue that we're playing with, and
Yeah,
that's...
the Fader
that's
Fort. They're like
exciting.
ending,
Yeah.
they're ending the Fader Fort. That's that's when she's gonna see you guys.
I like Bone Thugs, so...
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
I think Paul Wall and Camille and I were last night. I think we missed that.
It's okay.
So who and each of you can answer this. Who did you guys grow up listening to?
I don't know, I listened to a lot of Juke, and I listened to a lot of Diplomats, and I listened to I listened to Lord Infamous a lot when I was young, and I listened to Biggest 3-6 Mafia, and Project Pat. And a lot of footwork too, and just Chicago people that people are good CDs of.
I listen to metal.
Just exclusively
death
metal.
And
Yeah, I guess I listened to sort of a mixture of what they said, and I liked all different kinds of things. I think the first CD I bought was in the 4th grade. I think it was a big CD. Oh no, it was Crisscross.
You're actually the only person that's ever answered the what was the first CD question that you bought that didn't say Purple Rain. So so props to that for being the first person to not say Purple Rain.
Mine was Kenny Rogers.
Mine was Purple Rain. Fuck off. Kristen?
Alright, well, we already kind of went over what are you guys listening to now, by what you wanted to see here, so hopefully take the time to discover stuff here, which is what I'm doing, just kind of walking past things and being like, okay, I like that shit, I'm going in there. Let's see what we've got. Okay, this is a funny one. Do your parents like your music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's surprising to me.
My parents are both musicians. My mom plays the harp, and my dad conducts a string orchestra. He teaches viola and plays viola. So, and a lot of my family is they're musicians. So they critique the music that we make a lot.
Yeah,
It's really helpful. Yeah, they like it a lot. I mean, they're open to all different kinds of music.
So they listen to what you guys do and they say, we like this, we don't like this.
Yeah.
It's not so much like that. They're just
they give us advice.
yeah, or they say this thing you did here is nice, or it's not so much
Some word
black
guidance.
and white. Yeah, sort of.
Cool.
And I guess following off that, I mean, obviously, you guys have a mythos intentionally or unintentionally that comes along with the Salem sound. I mean, if you were this is shitty, but if you guys were introducing somebody that hadn't heard your stuff to Salem for the first time, especially given the fact that there's obviously 3 different parts. There's your part and your part and your part, and each of it is kind of similar, but kind of different. How would you describe Salem?
I don't know, I mean, I think that part of the mythos or whatever comes from that what we're doing isn't similar to other things.
Yeah.
So it's hard to describe. It's hard to use a comparison or something. So I don't really know. I mean, people have been calling our music drag, stuff like that, but I don't know if there necessarily is a word to say it's this. I don't think it is.
I think that I say this sort of a lot, but I think that the elements are very important. I think our music has a lot to do with them.
I think that's part of the reason that it's really interesting is because if you listen to it, it's not like you can shove it into some sort of box.
Yeah.
It's like something that you can't just suddenly be like, okay, this is this genre or
Right.
this is what they're doing, and that's what's interesting to me about it.
Well, like, that's what you guys do like so well. Is the fact that, like you guys manage to create an emotion with what you do, and it doesn't really matter like if it's a positive emotion or a negative emotion, whatever. Like you manage to like pull emotions from a listener, regardless of like whether it's positive or negative or whatever. And like I mean, it's something that like you're not going to get from listening to like like Jack Johnson or something.
Right.
You guys like create emotion. Like when you listen to Salem or you see Salem, like you're going to feel something.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree.
Absolutely, and music is about emotion. At least that, to me, that's what it's for. Let's see. No, I already kind of went over what you grew up listening to. Another sort of interesting thing is we know you guys have released so far exclusively on vinyl. Do you ever want to release on CDs or iTunes or anything like that?
We're going to like put a CD out in the fall.
Cool. That was kind of the next question. Like, what's next? Like, what's...
It wasn't really like a conscious choice that we were like, oh, let's just like put out these EPs. I mean, that was just like what people like made available from a way for us to get our music out.
I think it's nice.
And,
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I mean, I like it, but like it really doesn't matter to me if it's like a CD or a like record or a tape or what.
So the medium doesn't matter.
Yeah, not at all.
So like on like I guess following off that in terms of I guess as much as you can reveal because obviously we don't know like who you're gonna see out with whatever. Is it gonna be like old stuff? Is it gonna be new stuff? Like I mean you guys have so much stuff that's out there. Like I mean in terms of Salem stuff I've got like like maybe 30 songs or whatever. Like a lot of it's your stuff, a lot of it's your stuff. Like I have like 2 songs.
It's not
that are
really like
exclusively,
it's not really like that. It's not really like this person, this
Yeah,
person,
I
this
don't-
person.
I don't-
Like all the songs are all 3 of us.
Yeah.
So you see it more as a collective.
It's just sometimes he raps, sometimes she sings, sometimes I sing, but it's like really all the same thing.
I agree. Like I don't see it as like 3 separate parts at all.
See, it's interesting because a lot of people that I've talked to, like about Salem, who are fans of Salem, see it as like 3 like separate entities. You guys see it as like one collective that is Salem.
Yeah. Like
Do you think so?
Yeah, totally. Well, like, I mean, like, Jack, I mean, the way that we work, too, is not like that.
Yeah.
Like, Jack will, like, write a rap or something, like, sometimes we'll, like, read it and be like, oh, like, that's so nice. Like, it could have been written by any of us. I feel like,
totally. I think that
Everything is completely like equal. Yeah.
So it's more sort of like a one-mind thing.
Yeah.
You guys are working separately, but you're together.
Yeah.
So Kristen.
We really like the artwork that has gone along with what you guys have done so far. And we were wondering if you guys do that or who does that, and do you get final approval on that? Like, do you look at it and
Yeah,
like,
we
this
do
is
it.
what we want?
We do
You do it
We
yourselves?
create all that.
Sweet.
Because we are all like very
We
creative
all, like,
and we
studied art.
Yeah, we all did study art and we do other arts besides music too. So. And it all sort of is good.
I mean we all I'd say like we let each other give ourselves like final approval because like there is like the union or whatever of us 3, but we're not like we're not outsourcing.
Right.
Not at all, like,
Yeah, I don't know, like randomly, like, hey, AOL Creative, like,
Right.
come on, yeah. I know the last question.
I have one that I have
okay.
for Heather. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, so all of like we had a massive like Salem listing, right? It was basically like we're gonna throw like everything that we have from you guys like in iTunes and listen to it to prep for this interview.
Which was the first time I ever heard you guys, and I was subsequently blown away.
Like she's become a little frighteningly obsessed.
Yeah, seriously,
you want to move
I was like,
away from Kristen because
I was-
she's like.
Yeah, and you guys noticed that I sat down right next to you. I was like, oh. But no, it was weird because when I first listened to you guys, I thought, this is sort of like experimental stuff that maybe I'll listen to on like a sometimes basis. Listened to you guys once, then I woke up the next morning and I was like, I want to listen to Salem. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, I want to listen to Salem. And it just kept happening. Like, kept happening.
Well, I came back from the Glassman show and like for 3 days consistently, like listened to nothing but like Skull Crush and like it was Skull Crush and Trapdoor and When You Sleep, and that was like all I listened to for like 3 days consecutively.
Like I feel like when I like am on the same thing like that when like we're not in the same place and like I'm waiting for John to like send me like what he's done to a song or something, and it's like because like that's what's up, like that is what I want to be listening to right now, and it's like I don't know, I mean I think that I don't know exactly like how to say it, but like
You're allowed to like your own shit.
Yeah.
I kept calling
Like-
it Salem Voodoo.
I'm like, when you guys manage to create what you do, you're allowed to like your own shit, because it's
Yeah.
not like you can say, oh, somebody else is doing
That's
what
what
I'm doing.
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is like that I think that we're making what we want to be listening to.
I think it'd be weird if you didn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking like on the way over here after having like 18 margaritas. We assume that you guys must like Lil Wayne. Are we wrong or right?
I don't like.
He's okay.
I like
I mean,
him.
I used to like. I like a few of his songs. I like the older.
Yeah, I like some of the older ones.
I
But I
liked
wouldn't-
his like dedication mixtapes.
Yeah.
I liked once like Auto Tune came out. Honestly, he like fell off to me, but I like him.
He's
like,
okay. I wouldn't actually say though if somebody asked me what are your favorites.
Yeah,
I
at all.
wouldn't actually know. But I mean, I listened to some of his songs.
Okay.
I like him. Cash Money was good, and he pulled his weight.
Hannah, do you think you listen to different things than the guys, or?
No, she just like saw the Little Wayne movie and doesn't like it.
Oh, the car. Yeah. We kind of felt the same way about it. It's like it's
She
sort
was
of
like
like you
too
can't
much.
look away from
Yeah.
him.
No, we pretty much like. I mean, I guess I listen to some. Like I'll listen to certain things more than maybe John and Jack, but like we don't like all listen to different music at
But
all.
that being said, I listen to certain things more than either Heather.
Yeah,
or
that's
John.
what I mean.
Yeah,
like we all would like we all might have like certain things that we like the best that the other person
Right.
it might not be their favorite thing, but we all still like
Loves
it.
bells.
So wait, no, elaborate.
Like bells, the sound of a bell.
So any sort of bells.
Yeah.
She likes the unreleased version of Tori Amos' Winter a lot. Like a lot. So like last two questions.
Am I asking my Heather question?
You're asking her
Okay.
Heather, specifically Heather question.
Okay. When you sleep, love that song. Was it in about somebody in particular? Was it from an experience, or was it just something that sort of happened in your mind and it that was the way it worked?
No, it like definitely was not like about like a certain person.
So it was just something that sort of came to you, and that's where it came from. More like a fiction than anything else.
I don't know. It's just like that's the way. It's just like the way that I think. I guess.
And I
Wouldn't
feel-
it
I
be
feel
like
it's
it
kind
could
of
apply
a
to,
moment
like,
that
the
like
different
happens like in your life that isn't necessarily one person. It's like it could be like it's like a recurring like.
I think,
Right.
wouldn't you say that it's like, it could apply to like a whole bunch of different kinds of situations?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like
how
across
I
the board. I can see that. Like sort of like this is the way all of my ex-boyfriends are shit.
Or not even about like ex-boyfriends.
Yeah.
It's
Or
not-
like even people in general, you know? Like
Or like-
I can see that. I just kind of after listening to that I had it burning in my mind. I was like, I wonder if this is like something that just totally sucked and you had to get out.
But I mean that's
No,
the thing
I
though
feel like
too.
it like the opposite.
Well,
Like
just,
I don't think it was like a bad thing. The song.
That it's more like a positive thing.
Yeah.
see, but then I think like that there's like less of like emphasis on our vocals than in like maybe some other people, and so really like whatever the listener is taking from it is like I mean that's with all music, but like yeah, like people like said to us like I love this song, like how it's about this thing, like that's
Yeah.
so like powerful, and really like be like,
Yeah.
what the hell are you talking about? But I'll be like, yeah, like, right.
I think that's
I mean,
cool.
like,
If,
that's
like,
cool.
it means
Like, what's like that
something
live?
to
Is it like
someone,
the like whatever
like,
the
it can
lyrics
mean
might
whatever
be,
it
and
wants.
all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like live,
As
you
long
guys
as
were so
it
much
hits
of like a musical force and not a lyrical force.
Yeah.
It was like that was when I kind of like thought that maybe I understood like it wasn't about like me attempting to like just like especially with you, where we're saying with like the super garbled stuff like
Yeah.
like what are you saying was like about like what are you doing? What are you
Yeah, exactly.
what are you getting in the sound?
I mean, that's exactly it.
The sound hits somewhere in you,
Yeah.
and then like I mean, even because a lot of the stuff you can't understand it, so you just kind of like you get like we were talking about before, like you get the emotion of it, and that's what you take.
I
away.
mean, there are songs that I don't know what the lyrics are that John knows, and like I'm not trying to know. Like I know what they are for me. Like
It's sometimes if I am singing a song and I wrote the lyrics are very important, but I don't think they're important in a different way. They're not. It's not like the person that someone who's listening to it has to like know what they are, but
It's
definitely.
important for you when you were writing this
Yeah.
because it's like, you expressing something, but that has nothing to do with like the audience necessarily.
So after you write it, you just kind of let it go, let it go out there.
So, I mean, it's just important to the song in a way that's maybe not like so like tangible.
Right.
So last question. And like we can completely off of this, but like I feel like at one point your label like actually tweeted that you guys had done a remix of Lady Gaga's Bad Romance.
Excuse
No.
Can you please?
Wait,
Like, are we completely off?
Which
at that?
label
Like,
was that?
SFL had sent like a tweet out that was like there was a remix of Bad Romance that like had been shelved that you guys had done. Like, is that not? Oh wow.
Can you please do it? Because honestly, like that got into our head,
Yeah.
and once you start thinking about it, I was like,
I
Yo,
hate that.
I think it's
oh
gonna
my
have to
god,
stay
it would be
in
the
there.
height of my life. If
You
you
were
did
like
that.
taking it, like slowing it down, and just
Yeah.
like completely destroying it,
Like
making it just,
completely
sort of, like,
chopping it
yeah.
up.
I think somebody did that. Wait, I don't even know what song that
It's like really bad.
is. Is it the like really popular one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I
the big
think
one.
I know like what you're talking about.
I mean, it
but
could be that like
else
somebody
did.
like did something and like sent it out on the internet and was like, oh, like this is Salem or whatever.
No, like
yeah.
I think I have that song actually, but it's like a different band that did that. Yeah.
Are there any things that you can think that you would like to remix? Like,
I
we know you guys
I mean,
did
you guys
the
did like a
Bruce
Gucci
Springsteen.
Mane thing,
Yeah.
yeah, and like the Fader remix has like a
We would
bunch
like
of
to
hip hop
do
shit
more
that was like
stuff like
just completely
we
taken
did
and
with,
like
like,
just
Yeah.
broke the beats
With the
down
Gucci
like
Mane.
Yeah.
completely syrupy. Like, is there anything that you would like to work on?
DJ
And especially
Nate,
com-
Yeah.
And like, especially coming from like Atlanta, like I mean, like all those people like mean a lot to me. So like anytime I get to talk to somebody, in the north, that's like, oh yeah, I love to work with like Ti. I'm always like, oh shit, like, that's fucking awesome because nobody
Yeah.
ever like listens to that in the north. So
No,
A lot of
because
times-
that weird MTV show
Yeah.
about making people better. It was really boring.
A lot of times we'll hear like a song, and like maybe it's like really really good, but we could make the song and make it be like really different, but still have it be really good. I don't know. Sometimes it's just any song. It's not a particular person, but we do want to do a lot of stuff with rap.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a really good rapper, get at us. But if you're not, no, I don't know. We're just, I mean,
If you're not, then don't.
we'd love to
Yeah.
find like some people, like some like young kids to produce that are like, I mean, but we just haven't like necessarily found the right person to like really start like putting mixtapes out or something with. But that would be something we definitely do.